So good morning, everyone. We are group four. We'll be presenting me, Amir, a consist of Arshdeep, Jasprit, Armanjot, and me. And also this group four, Anmol, Shreya, Abhi, and I guess Candice. She's on a big technical issues facing. Um, So our topic is grace. We'll be presenting the flexible time at workplace to the group four from us. And our meeting chair is Arshdeep, and I'm also the facilitator. Jasprit is the scribe, and Harmanjot should be the advocator. Okay, so would you like to also present yourself to group four?
Who will
So
present first, we or
yeah,
they?
we'll be presenting
Yeah,
first.
I'll start the presentation.
Okay, so you're able to see I'm sharing.
Yeah, can you just slideshow the so good morning everyone. So before starting, I would like to thank you all, the audience, for joining us today. We are group four, as mentioned by Amir, including Harmanjot Kaur, Jasprit, Amir, and me, Arshdeep Kaur. We are presenting group presentation for visual summary of research. Next slide, please. So today's agenda is to introduce the flex time trends and schedules, and then we are talking about secondary research and primary research, and then we give some recommendations regarding to flex time trend. Next slide, please. So as a group, we select flex time trend, considering its benefits for all the organizations. This trend help the workers to maintain a healthy life work balance that help by allowing employees to alter the start and end times of the weekdays. Next slide, please. So for secondary research, next slide. From recent, next slide. From secondary research, we find that the main benefits of flexible schedule is balancing family and work, and time and money savings, mental stress reduction. Next slide, please. So moving to primary research, next slide. There is no specific major reason for people's decisions selecting to work from home. Approximately same proportion, around 60% of people select uh, the flex time because of personal flexibility and work balance. However, only 26% people choose flex time because of commutation or travel problems. And next part will be presented by Amir.
Okay, thank you, Arshdeep. So here we run the survey and we can see from the survey result almost like 95% people support participant of the survey, support the fixed time, almost 96 I must say. And the question made to highlight the willingness of the employees to support the flex time from secondary research, which is conducted by the Harvard Business School to highlight the implement a flexible time at workplace. It is needed to willingness and the commented. On the survey results, so in the x-axis, we can see that rates of preferable flexible time, and y-axis, participants' number of responses, and the survey. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. So let's look at the open-ended question. in the slide. As you can see, there's like 50% people participant in the recommended that the obstacles for the flex time are the communication problem, and rest 30% of the participants mentioned that obstacle for flexible time implementation of the flexible time will be management, and the rest almost like 20% others say that obstacle for implementation of the flex time is can be other problems such as willingness of the employees. Next slide, please. Okay, so participant preference. So from the slide, we can see almost like 78% participant prefer flex time, and less than like 21% participant out of 23 response prefer fixed time schedule. Next slide, please. Okay, so as you can see here that almost like the out of 10 responses, 90% of the people that prefer the fixed time schedule, and the rest 10% prefer the fixed schedule. If you can say it here. So what it show here is like almost like most of the participants prefer flexible working schedule over the fixed working schedule. Next slide, please. So the recommendation, a group came up with the recommendation that from the primary research, employees prefer fixed time over most other benefits, and people choose flexibility at workplace because of personal flexibility and work-life balance, and not to mention long-term planning and strategies are needed to remove the obstacles of the flex time schedule. And employee satisfaction, of course, is necessary for workplace productivity, what we learned. Next, please. So that's our presentation for today. Thank you. And so, yeah, and here's the references. If you go to the end. So we can move to the open-ended questions.
Thank you, Amir, for the presentation. I just have a question. So, after seeing the survey result one, like the first question, so most of the people they selected family and work-life balance, like for the reason of choosing flex working hours. So, what is your group thought? Like, what is the main reason behind this?
I would like to answer that.
Yeah.
Actually, from the research that we had done, it showed that people who were working on a fixed schedule, it was very difficult from them to balance their personal life and the work. So that is why they all were choosing flexible working hours, because they were able to set up schedules, and they were also able to give time to their family with that, and it even improved their productivity, but as they were working more effectively and more efficiently, so they were able to achieve like a work-life balance. So that's what we thought. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
Hi, I actually also have a question. So, how would your group suggest to overcome like the barriers of flexible practices? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So,
Yeah.
I'd like to answer that question then.
Okay.
So from our survey result, the key barriers, we can see that communication issues and the management problems from the employers, right? So our group suggests that the company and the government should start like as slowly or as experimental to start with the flex time at workplace. And over time, they can extend the flex time for full-time work. For example, employers can use the flex time first 10 days of a month of each month, first year. And from next year, they can increase the flexible time schedule, working days to almost 20 days a month. And third year, they can increase it almost in a full-time work at the workplace for flex working schedule. So if that improves slowly, that should be implemented by an experiment. And then from experiment, if the results are positive, then can go for the full-time flexible time working schedule. I hope that answers your questions.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Thank you, Amir.
No worries.
Hi, group. I also have a question. First of all, thank you for your presentation. So, like, from your recommendation side, like checking employees' working environment. So, do you guys think it will also benefit the employees too?
I would like to answer that question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. From our secondary research and article on Harvard Business School study on flexible time, we have we have learned that the benefit of flexible time are both for the employer and the employees as well. Like main benefits of less flexible time at the workplace is the less stress for employees, which will increase their productivity at the workplace, and that will be helpful for the employers to generate more profits.
That makes sense. Yeah. And add to that, like I say in the we say that the more satisfaction the employees are, the more productivity they can give to the employers. So it's a beneficial win-win situation for both employees and the employers. And thank you so much.
Yep.
Any other question
And
you would recommend or improve our slide?
Everything was well done. Thank you for the presentation. I think this was all the questions we had, and like, you give the great answers for that.
Thank you, Christopher.
thank you so much.
Well, one thing though.
Yeah.
In our slide, do we have to improve anything else? Like any information is missing, do you think?
I think so. Like, it was all fine.
Oh, cool. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day, Tim, and well done.
Thank you. You guys have a good day.
Thank you, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.